Hi, my name's Kate. I live in Cairns in Queensland, and I'm a pharmacist who's been living with chronic pain now for the last 10 years. I was a busy full-time working mother, single mother of 2 kids, and I had a very busy lifestyle, and I started to get this pain that was bothersome. I started off living on over-the-counter medications a lot to get me through, and I was still working full-time, but I wasn't really carrying my weight at work. I was at work one day and I hadn't been pulling my own weight for a number of months really. At that stage, it was doing an outreach clinic, and I said, I don't think I'm up to it today or something like that. And one of my colleagues made a bit of a comment about, again. And I walked to the toilet and I started to cry, and I cried there for 45 minutes. I went to my doctor and she said, you need to take some time off work. And she wanted to give me 6 months then and there. But then over time, I was coping less and less at home as well. You want to look after your kids to the best of your ability. And when you can't do that, that's a very hard thing to face up to. I wasn't able to look after them that I felt like I should be able to as a mother. I'd stopped being able to cook them meals at night. I'd stopped being able to run them to school. My world just got smaller and smaller, and they definitely suffered. The pain that I had was down in my right side under where my appendix was taken out, but it was really deep inside, and it was just a constant, relentless, burning pain. I had an anaesthetist, pain specialist, and he spent an hour with me, and he said, I feel like you've got a nerve entrapped in the abdominal walls of your stomach. He said, thought they go in under CT guidance, ultrasound guidance, with an electrode, and they find the nerve that was giving me the pain, and then they burn that nerve. So after the procedure, my pain went from being a 7 to 9 to 10 every day, and it dropped down to about a 3 or a 4. I had never thought that had been possible. I really thought my life was over. I thought I was just existing until I could die, and this gave me hope. That was an incredible moment for me, without a doubt. After a few months, the pain started to return, and they told me at the pain clinic if the pain comes back to let them know. So I did that, but I'd have a 4 or 5 month wait until I could go back and have the repeat procedure. That went on for a couple of years, and then I spoke to the anaesthetist that runs the pain clinic, and I asked him, is there any way that I could have this procedure done twice a year, because it seems to last about 6 months? And he agreed. He thought that was a reasonable request. So I started doing that, and I've been doing that now, I think, for the last 3.5 years maybe. It's working really well. A good day for me living with chronic pain now is when I wake up in the morning after a good night's sleep, and I haven't been woken up 3 or 4 times during the night with pain and unable to get back to sleep. I've got a clear head. I don't have the brain fog. I can be productive. I can go out into the garden. I can do a bit of work. I can be a little bit social. I feel like seeing people. I might go to the movies with friends. A bad day for me is it's tiring, it's wearing. When that pain gets relentless, it's not a nice. I just hibernate until it's settled down again, and I feel ready to face the world. I really try to do some kind of activity every day, even if it's just to get up and have a shower, even if it's just to get up and do the dishes in the kitchen, or go sit out in the sun for a while. One of the things that I've found as a pharmacist since I've had chronic pain is I tend to look at people much differently when they come into the store asking for analgesia now. I tended to be judgmental. I admit that today. People would come in and I'd see them every week, and it'd be like, hey, you can't keep doing this. But the way that I approached them was almost like an authoritarian school mom type thing, going, you're naughty, this is not, I can't keep giving this to you like this. After I experienced a chronic pain, my whole attitude towards people that came in asking for analgesia was much different. The number one thing is let them know that you believe that they have pain. And then I would approach them in the way that, yes, you do have pain. I believe you have pain, but the amount of medication you're using in this way can be dangerous to your health. And then I would ask them to go and see their GP, and I would always provide them with details about the persistent pain management clinic and encourage them to get educated on chronic pain. I've accepted that I have pain. I've accepted that it's going to be part of my life all the time. And I've accepted that I have to manage my activities accordingly. But I haven't given up and said, oh, well, my life's over, like I did at the start. I got out of that hole, and that wasn't easy to do, but I'm really proud that I managed to do it.